Hey guys, just wanted to do a quick video to explain certain things that I think about when it comes to dice sets. A lot of you use the 4-2-4-2 set, and so I just wanted to touch base with you. If you use a hardware set of any format, um, I think it's important for you to know that the best numbers that you can see on this sort of set are the numbers residing off the axis, the ace or the 6. Because if you get one of those numbers, uh, whatever the rotation of the other die which is on axis, it's a non-7 result. So let's go with this one, rotate, rotate. You do the additions, you'll see what I'm talking about. Same with the other die. 4, 6, 2, 6, 3, 6, 5, 6. And 4, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 5, 1. So the most important numbers that you want to see are not the hardware results. And those are actually telling me something different. If I see a 4-2-6 or a 5-4-9 or a 3-5-8 or 2-3-5 or 2 hard 4 or hard 6, whatever you want to call it. To me, those numbers are dangerous numbers because on the axis I have four 7s. Off the axis only have 2. This one and this one. So if you see that you're staying on axis, that's the number one consideration. You shouldn't be on that set. You should be on a V set. Same goes with the kissing set. Of any kind, like a 3-5-4-5, that's a kissing aces set. Why do we call them kissing aces? Because you'll find the aces inside. Sorry, ace here and ace there. So if I just put those back together, 3-5-4-5 is a set. Usually, a lot of you will go with a 4-2-2-4, let's say, or 3-5-5-3, or 5-1-1-5, 1-5-5-1, or 6-2-2-6. My favorite set in this configuration is here, 1-5-6-5. And the reason for that is this. If you remain primary, probability says that you will remain primary 11% of the time, 11.11. So you have 50% of these results being a 7 and 50% of these results being a hard 10 or hard 4. Now, in the configuration that you will usually find this 5-6-6-5. In the current configuration, there is no chance for you to 7 out if you're primary. But being primary, remember, is only 11.11%. Being secondary, though, is a little bit more. Look what happens. Boxcars, but you have the 5-2 here and the 2-5, 5-2 here and the 2-5 there. So I prefer that. I prefer to put my 1-5-6-5 as far away because double pitching this side is going to give me the 12, but it's going to give me the 7 here. So it's a give and take. I usually don't stay primary on my sets. I usually single pitch, and that creates more trouble for me if I'm on a 5-6-6-5 as opposed to 1-5-6-5. Why do we use this set? I'm just giving you more and more information now. In any of its formats, on a 5-6-6-5 or 1-5-6-5. Because on a come out, it's the best set to use. And I'm talking about best set in terms of reading dice. If you get a 3 and you don't know which one of the two dice behave badly, you at least know that it's an implosion. It helps you with your V sets. If you stay on axis, you will know because you have the 1, the 6, the 2, and the 5. So if you see those numbers together, you know you're on axis. If you explode the dice, you get the 4s. So either die exhibits, explosions or implosions, which are very important in determining what sort of V set are you going to use. Are you going to use a 4-6-4-2 set, which is explosion friendly, or are you going to use 4-2-4-6 set, which is implosion friendly? So that information is gained from using the kissing sets. No other sets can give you that sort of information. V sets, for example, if you start with a V set, unless you stay primary, you will not be able to work it out. So you have to have and there's only 2 results which can tell you the whole truth. 4 results. The hard 8, the hard 6, which is here, or the 4-3-3-4. Those are the only true results. Why? Let's say you double pitch to 5-6. There's also a 6-5, which was a drift. Or if you double pitch, to a 2-1. Let me just put that there. 2-1-3. There is also a drift, which is a 1-2. So you can't really tell what happened. The other results which can help you are the hard 4, hard 4, hard 10, and boxcars, snake eyes. Because in that case, definitely in the case that you are on a 4-6-4-2, the 12 was explosion of the right die. The hard 4 was explosion of the left die. The aces is implosion of the right die with an ace here. And the hard 10 was implosion of the left die here. So that's the other sets which can give you a little bit more sort of certainty about what's happening with my V sets. And it also depends on whether you're using the 4-6-4-2 or the 4-2-4-6. That's also important. Now, as far as V sets are concerned, please include in V sets also the kissing sets, cross 6s, 6-4, 6-5. If you are explosion friendly, 6-4, 6-5 is a kissing set. At the same time, 6-5, 6-4 is a kissing set. This is implosion friendly. And also include in your sets like 1, 2, 1, 3 for explosion friendly, and 1, 3, 1, 2 for implosion friendly. Sorry, implosion friendly. A lot of people use 2 or 3 sets and they limit themselves. The idea of finding the right dice set family will help you, but the idea of knowing all the sets within that family will actually help you hit a lot of other numbers. Learn to use all the sets available to you. That's really important, I think, and never ever become complacent using just one set, because one set will not do everything. Number one. Number two, be aware of whether your dice are staying on axis or not. If they're not staying on axis, give it 2 shots, and then after that move to an alternative set. That might be a hardways set if you're using V sets, or a kissing set. So you have options. Just be careful that to know a few things about kissing sets. Let's say 3, 5, 5, 3, the way you guys like to throw them. If you drift the dice, gives you 7s. Either way. From a 3, 5, 5, 3, let's drift that way. 1, 6, 7. Doesn't matter which set. 1, 4, 4, 1. Drifted 7. Back to the original. Drifted 7. Okay, so 4 7s on the axis of the kissing set, 4 7s on the axis of a hardway set, 2 7s on the axis of a V set or cross 6s set, and 4 7s with 1 off axis on V sets. This is why V sets are considered a more advanced set, because they require the shooter to stay a lot more on axis than you would expect somebody throwing hardways to do to be successful. So if you haven't reached that level where you understand the adjustments needed for your dice to stay on axis, keep away from V sets. It's not important. You don't need to say yourself, oh, I am proficient at this and that and the other. Do what you know best. Keep it simple. V sets have certain advantages when it comes to rhythm rolling. V sets and cross 6s. You can rhythm roll to a certain number. I think some people call it sniping. I would say it's just mechanics. If you can consistently, reproduce your mechanics on every throw, you can actually hit a number. I will just give you a very, very simple example. Let's go to a 3, 2, 3, 6, which is a 3V set explosion friendly. Sorry. Let's get a 3, 1, 4 as a result. Basically, what we want to reach is a 2, 6, 8. That's the number that we want to get to. So we start with a 3, 6, 3, 2. Sorry, 3, 2, 3, 6 to get to a 2, 6, 8 result. The initial result is a 3, 1, 4. The initial result is a 3, 1, 4. So what do? We use the 3, 1, 4 set with 2, 3, 2, 1. Now, do you remember what the movement of the dice was in the 3, 2, 3, 6? We got a 3, 1, 4 result. So this one stayed the same. This one moved up. 2, 6, 8. So the dice have a certain symmetry. They have a way that if you have mechanics and if you can repeat your mechanics, they can bring you back to certain numbers that you started with. And a lot of people see me set different die sets every single time when I shoot live. Why do I do that? A couple of reasons. One is to keep myself very much, you know, in a state where I can interpret results, keep me sharp. But also, sometimes I do want to hit certain numbers. So I start with a particular set. Let's go to a 9, 6465. I'm gonna keep it simple now. Let's just say that we got a 4610 out of this. Okay, so this was one rotation of the left die away. So the set for the 10 is a 2426, and we want to hit a 459. What did we do? We went to one rotation here. So the result is a 426. Then we take the die and we say 1 4 1 2, rotate 4 1 5 5 4 5 1, rotate 4 5 9. It took us 3 goes to get there, but we actually got there to the actual 4 5 9, not a 5 4 9, 4 5 9, which is what we wanted. And it's back to the 6 4 6 5 set. You need to have the discipline to actually follow through. The only numbers that you cannot get by rhythm rolling are the two extremes, the 12 and the aces, and the 2, which are at the bottom. You have to have a bit of luck for those. And frankly, it doesn't always happen, not to me anyway. Alright, I hope this helped. I'm going to do some more short videos like this just to, you know, educate you on educate you, just share with you what I do, what I think when I throw dice. Thank you very much for watching. Dice are out.